views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent. All right. Y'all know what it is. It's Tuesday, 7 o'clock, sharp, and y'all know what we do on Tuesday at 7 o'clock, sharp. We talk about all things stepping. So that's what we're getting ready to do, y'all. Before I get too far off into this thing, you dig, let me make it very, very clear that I intend to try and make these correspondence as quick and concise as possible because we are in an election year and we do have the vice presidential debate coming up tonight, which I don't expect that it will be quite as salacious as the presidential debate. However, I know that it will have some fireworks, so I do want to watch. Now, tonight, y'all, we're going to have, this is my expectation for tonight's show. We have a recap of this weekend's events. And man, let me tell you, y'all, this weekend was by far one of the best, and of course, y'all know I always say I'm speaking from opinion. When I am speaking from opinion, this was by far one of the best stepping events of the year. Now, I grant you, I didn't attend everybody's stepping event this year. However, the ones that I did, and those that I hear about, because y'all know I get to hear about everything, this one was a barn burner. It was off the chain. Sheikah Taylor, what's up? That one of the fun girls, y'all. I'm going to talk about them fun girls, too, matter of fact. They're a little too much damn fun. I don't know. You got to be careful what you ask for. Jerome Cook is in the building. What's happening, sir? We got Marvin Wooten in the house and Linda Sanders. What's going on? And my special friend, Lady Sings the News, y'all. Dallas Brown is in the house. JT Steppin', what's up? Yeah, man, salacious. He said, did you use the word salacious on a Steppers Live blog? Do you have to define the word for those that never heard or used it? Salacious. Now, I'm not going to even go with the definition, the Webster's definition. However, salacious, meaning juicy, usually referred to in the form of gossip or things that you are very, very interested in that have lots of details that are going to be a damn mess. Salacious. How's that for Webster? Anyway. Darlene Mans, hey Darlene, she finally made it in to come hang out with us this weekend. Marquita Hill, how you doing? Sharissa Sanders and Norma Wilson. They go another one of them fun girls. Y'all just showing up. Fun girls is on deck, y'all. So in case y'all want to know, y'all, that's my crew. Y'all want to have a good time? Always invite the fun girls to your set. Because Lord knows they kept me busy this weekend acting out, showing out. Can't take y'all nowhere. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on here shortly, just in a second, my first guest for the evening. But it's kind of crazy because when something is so good that you really are at a loss for words as a description, because so many things were. Yes, they kept me, as a producer lady said, the fun girls brought me lots of water, libations, cocktails, and hydration. I want to thank my crew, the fun girls, for always looking out for me because they make sure Brian Forbes is straight, you dig. I don't know, and I realized here lately, I'm generally not a person that's at a loss for words, but Valeria Conner found it within herself to ask me to speak at the dinner this weekend. And when you're talking about somebody like her late husband, Mr. Henry, you realize that you're talking about a man. You're talking about somebody that walks in integrity, that lives his life to the fullest. And when you talk about somebody like that, it's almost like, what do you say? There are so many things that you can only say that are good, that you almost run out of things, to the point where it's like, man, the bomb. That was just it. He was just, but I can't stand up in front of 1,000 people or 300. We had about 300, 400 people and say, oh yeah, he was the bomb. No, that's not gonna work. So I had to make it my point to try and give a description of what I think. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I honor and respect grown men. Men, when you can look at another man in admiration and realize that you are faced with and dealing with a man that deserves levels of respect and honor that sometimes escape so many others. And I am fortunate that I do have men within my circle, because I won't allow any others or any other way. And I am happy and proud to have been welcomed into that circle, the Connors, their family, this event, and everything that comes with that. That is an honor for me within itself. My only regret is that I had not met them sooner and been able to be a part of their life and their event in many from years ago. So anyway, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let me get my first guest in here, because we gotta hurry up. We got a long night, a long short night, y'all. Smiling happily in the building, Joyce Taylor. How you doing? Kimberly Johnson, Kimmy from the D. What's up, Kimmy from the D? Freddie Crowell. How you doing? Black Knight in the building. We got a bunch of y'all. Y'all just coming through today. I said hi to you, Linda Sanders. I ain't saying hi to you no more. All right. Give me 1 second, you guys, and we're going to bring on my first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know this young lady, I want to let you know what a fabulous individual she is. This is my friend, Miss Valeria Conner. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Somewhat
No, my
rested
dear,
up.
you're great. You are fabulous. You are fantastic.
Thank
You
you.
are amazing. You're better than good.
Thank you.
Let me first start by saying thank you so much for including Inside Stepping into your event and being as warm and hospitable as you and Mr. Henry had been to me and mine,
Mhm.
as we were able to participate in your celebrations and events. I want to tell you, Valeria, right off the rip, it was an honor for
Mhm.
me to have been able to be allowed to participate and speak my words from the heart about Mr. Henry at the dinner event.
Yes.
Let me also say to you, congratulations on a resoundingly successful event. You don't see that very often. Not
Mhm.
like that. I've got 10,000 things to say, 10,000 questions, but I want you, Valeria, if you have anything that you would like to say to start us off, to your guests, to anybody in particular, please go ahead and do
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I do. I have so much. First of all, my heart is just full. I'm just so blessed. That was just amazing. All the people coming out to support my vision in the finale with for Mr. Henry. Just everything was beautiful. All the love, I just felt it. I truly felt the love. Um, People coming for the first time, coming up to me, loving on me. That just meant the world to me, especially with how I've been having to deal with the past 3 months. My faith is strong, but I miss him dearly, and it's just unimaginable.
Mm-hmm.
But that love that I had over the weekend, it just filled my heart.
Hmm.
I appreciate everyone for coming out, having a wonderful time, and I truly thank every single person in attendance and those that were not able to make it because they waited and waited and waited, and we were sold out. I had phone calls, texts up the wazoo, and I'm like, I can't, but I'm very blessed and happy, Brian.
Well,
You and Poppy, again,
mhm,
to me, I have gained family. Um, just,
absolutely, absolutely.
it's just a lot. But thank you all.
I think, and I believe when I say this, I speak for everyone who was in attendance. The
Mhm.
love was deep and thick up in there. I'm talking about
Yes, it was.
we had a fantastic time. I'm gonna say
Hmm.
one of the fun girls pointed something out to us on the way home. We were on we were at the airport about about 4 or 5 in the morning, and
Hmm.
one of the fun girls, she said, you know what? She said something that stood out to me about this weekend. She said I didn't have not one bad dance. She said I danced all weekend and I didn't have not one bad dance. And I said that's a
Awesome.
blessing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And the thing about this event, and I've spoken about this in the past on multiple occasions, and this year was no different. When I tell y'all this was top notch,
Hmm.
Lady Sings the News says that it appeared to be very elegant and classy. Lady Sings the News, it was all of those things. And more, as a matter of fact. And the funny part is, I literally heard somebody say while we were there, they were like, "Do we owe her some more money or something?" Because this event happened right there.
Okay.
We seemingly lost signal. I don't know why.
Okay.
The event itself. Let me see. Is your camera still on, Valeria?
Yes,
Not sure what is going on here, but I don't see you anymore. I need to.
I'm here.
Well, I
I
know
mean,
you're
I can
there,
see.
but I'm not getting a picture from you. Check your
Okay.
settings and make sure that your camera is
Uh,
is still on.
let's see. It's good. I can see you.
Huh? But I can't see you. Okay. Tell you what,
Hmm.
we're gonna drop the call right quick, and then I'm gonna come right back to you.
All back.
That way,
Okay.
we'll make sure we get everything we need there. I don't know what
Okay.
just happened, but this technology, y'all, and like anything else, stuff happens. I've had in recent since we, world's largest and all, different things that we're dealing with. So much stuff goes on in the process of us doing all of this live. A lot of my media counterparts, they tend to operate by,
Hello.
yeah, we're back, tend to operate by
Okay.
doing things, they record and then they turn around and they upload later on. But we don't. We're live all the time. So, things happen as we go along. Smiling happily is in the building. Hi, Joyce Taylor. Arjanelle Anderson is coming through. Trinae Nichelle, how are you? Good to hear from you. That's my New York family right there. Dallas Brown in the building. Um, and so, as I was saying, Valeria,
Hmm.
it is critically important that we as consumers, and I always, even though I do Inside Step, and I want everybody to understand that I do consider myself a consumer all the time. And please believe that we as consumers must hold promoters, instructors, DJs, everybody. We got to hold everybody to account when it comes to these events. You don't just sit around and just give people your money just because. Um, I want to start, Valeria, by talking about, well, Thursday, because and also, another thing that I like about your event that I think is very, very cool is the fact that we don't have to like on Sunday when it's time to
Hmm.
go, it's time to go.
Hmm.
Ain't no,
Hmm.
you trying to Sunday party and all that. You ain't trying to just burn people up. And I
No.
think that is a great touch and
Mm-hmm.
again, one that others could take note from. Um, it felt good to be able to get on that plane and get up out of there. I was at home in my bed by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought that was pretty
I
doggone
know
cool.
that's right.
Look, I enjoyed that part. I was at the crib
Yes.
chilling. Um, so let me see. I'm working on some stuff here, trying to make sure we got all our ducks in a row. I'm always having something going on, y'all. Anyway, um, so on Thursday, you guys,
Mm-hmm.
yours truly was able to be the DJ, the musical engineer, myself and DJ Grown and Sexy. We was able to get it in and have a little fun. We switched it up and switched it out all
Mm-hmm.
night and kept the floor crunk. I enjoyed that very much. Um, Thursday was good. It was uneventful. We had a good time. Everybody partied until they pretty much got ready to drop. And then we called it a
Yep.
night and got up the next day. No pressure. No pressure. Friday, I believe Poppy and the Fun Girls went shopping and hung out and did their thing. And that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have to do nothing until that night. And it was
Right.
yet again, I think, what was it? Thursday night, we wore with denim and diamond shirts. And then Friday
Yes.
night, everybody kind of wore their own Rep Day City type shirts. And everybody was
Yep.
just, it was a very, very chill, laid back environment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now, is that something that traditionally you've always done, or did it just come to a point where you figured out that was a good thing to do?
No, I've always done that. Always. Always.
Okay, so I want to give a shout out to your team. Your people was
Okay.
on deck. Your people made sure that things went very, very smoothly. So I got to give props to them for helping to make that possible for you.
Yes.
Everybody, look, when I tell y'all, to my audience, when I tell y'all people make the difference, when you got people on your team and in your corner, things happen. It's just that simple. Uh, if there were any fires to be put out, you didn't know about it. We didn't know about it. And I think that within itself is phenomenal. Now, I don't know what went on behind the scenes except my part behind the scenes, but from what I could tell, everything just went smooth. Um,
Yes, pretty good.
okay. Chevelle Smith in the building. Dennis Howard Hodges, my man, Pastor D. Now, he came all the way out from San Diego, California to hang out with us this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him to know how much we
Yes.
appreciate that for sure.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop, we're gonna bring Stuart in. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
right now, I am about to include, uh-oh, I'm about to include a gentleman that many of you, whose music many of you know, but you're about to put a face with the sound. We're going to get Mr. Stuart Orlando Morgan on the line. And if you don't know who Stuart Orlando Morgan is, I'm going to help you figure that out in just a minute here. Give me 1 second. We're going to get him on the line. We're going to get him on the line and we're going to hang out some more. Um, Let me see here. I don't know why I'm having all these technical issues getting adding adding someone in right now. You know, these people always changing stuff around on these doggone apps. Every time you turn around, it's something new. They doing something new, y'all. Uh-oh. Huh. Okay. Now I'm getting annoyed. Okay, y'all. We'll get it figured out. Anyway, let's see. So, Valeria, I wanna
Mm-hmm.
get some idea. Unlike every other event this year, and I have spoken about this in the last few weeks. almost every other event that I've attended this year or that I knew about has had its
Mhm.
challenges, um, and were not necessarily the best that they could be. Let me put it that way.
Mhm.
You sold out.
Mhm.
What does that feel like? I mean, most promoters will never, never, never be able to say they sold out.
Well, for one, it was a blessing. I've sold out my event before in the past, but it was just something different, Brian, about this one.
And that's
This
something
one
that
was,
everybody can't say. I mean, seriously,
yeah. hmm
you
We've
know,
had we've had tremendous turnouts in the past,
great
but
support.
just the love from first timers coming for their very first time. It was just amazing, and with being sold out like that, I still had people calling me up to the last minute, upset, screaming, yelling, "You got to get me in there!" Blah blah. But it's one of those things. I gave everyone ample opportunity, even after my husband passed. I did a on your show. We
Yeah,
did
yeah.
the men's special.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you really want to come, you have to go ahead and purchase
They
your
didn't believe
pass
Fat Me
and
was
ticket.
greasy. They didn't think Fat Me was greasy. That's all.
One thing I don't do is I don't lie. I
Well,
don't
I'm
I
gonna say
don't
this.
advertise I'm sold out when I'm
Not
not.
only did they miss great dances, great music.
hmm
Let me give a shout out to my turntable brothers,
Yes, they did an
DJ Grown
awesome
and
job.
Sexy, DJ Shorty
hmm
Smooth, DJ
Mm,
Vale.
they
Everybody
did
showed
it.
up and showed out.
And you too, Brian. You was hitting it. You didn't want. I
Well,
asked you. I
thank you very
said,
much.
Brian. I said, I said, Brian. You don't want to stop, do you?
Yeah, look, that was
What
funny.
is
And you know what?
gospel?
It made me laugh because, I kind of got into it, because we on that
Yeah,
last
you
hour, I
did.
was like, I'm about to get it to him. And I started getting it to him,
I
and it was
know you
going
did
down.
too. I mean,
And then you walked up and
all
said,
of it.
you having fun, ain't you? I said, yeah. She's like, well, I said, oh, you want me to
It
stop?
was
Okay,
awesome.
okay. I had to
Yeah,
shut it down, y'all. But it was
yeah, it
the
was
party
good.
was over, but we were still partying.
We sure was. It was a
Don't
blast.
play
We
no
had a
games.
blast.
So,
That's right.
and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And we had a
hmm
really good time. We had a good
hmm
broadcast. Now I was
Yeah.
telling Stuart, which I'm gonna go ahead and bring him on. I
Okay.
can't seem to get him in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give him a shout. You and I will
Okay.
cut it a little short so we can squeeze him in.
Okay.
But
hmm
I want to say that I'm gonna tell you something. This
hmm
just happened. I went to um, my YouTube channel to
hmm
review the footage. YouTube completely blocked his singing. They like usually they'll just say, "Oh, you can't monetize, you can't get no money off of it," which I don't care about that
hmm
part. But they literally blocked the whole thing, so I'm in dispute with them right now to get it put back up.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that lets you know right now it's the real deal. It's an authentic thing.
hmm
Cause my man threw down, he did his thing. It was beautiful.
Yes, he did.
Shout out to Shed G, your host and
Yes.
comedian. And let me tell you something, that dude had me in stitches all weekend.
I
He is
know.
funny. Boy, I tell you
Yes,
what,
he did.
dude had us laughing so doggone hard all weekend. It was no joke.
Yes, he did.
Um,
hmm
and I'm talking about quick with it. I mean, just
I know.
you don't never know what's gonna come out his mouth.
Yes, that's right.
But I guess that's the sign of a good comedian, right?
That's right. That's right.
Shout out to
He's the
Maddie
best.
B and her line
Yes.
dance nation.
Yes.
And look, I ended up getting all of her uh music because I told her, I said, shoot,
hmm
you you always telling me because every time Maddie B see me DJing, she give me that look, and I just be like, dang,
hmm
be feeling like my grandmama looking at me like, boy, if you don't get in. So she was like, play some line dance music. Okay, okay, okay.
hmm
But I
Okay.
hooked them up. I had them going, so that was a
Yeah,
good
they
thing.
did. They got it in.
And I don't like naming names, but I do want to. And the only reason I don't is because I know y'all got to charge to my head, not to my heart, if I forget anybody. But I want to
hmm
say straight up, I met a lot of great people this weekend, man. I met some
Yes.
fantastic individuals, and
Hmm.
we had so much fun. Everybody was cool. We broke bread,
Yes.
and I want to talk about, hey, that dinner. The dinner was off the chain, y'all. I had the chicken with the green beans and the mashed potatoes. Baby, let me tell you, it was something else. They laid it out real
Hmm.
slick.
Hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful formal dinner. And for you guys that want to actually, if you want to see the footage of Stuart Orlando Morgan singing, who, by the way, Blue Magic singing, you can go on the Facebook Inside Stepping page, not the group. The video is still up, and you can check that out. We're working on a dispute with YouTube right now to get the other one, get that stuff released. But otherwise,
Okay.
and the ladies best dress contest, that was good. That was really
That
fly.
was excellent.
That was, yeah,
That
we
was
had a good time with that. You-
yes, we did.
it was anybody's night, and that was a $1,500 purse, y'all. So
Yes.
that was cool.
Yes.
Let me give a shout out to your sound and light man. He does a
Yes.
fantastic job. Dude came in
Hmm.
there, got it set up. The music, the sound was great. The lights were fantastic. Everything. Look,
Hmm.
when I tell, I keep saying everything was great and everything
I
was
know.
fantastic. Listen, y'all, I don't have no more words. There's no other way to
Hmm.
describe the
Hmm.
damn near perfection. And I say damn near only because it might be something I didn't know about the perfection of this event,
Hmm.
which segues me into my next point. Since that was, and this was my typo on my thing about it being the eighth, this was the ninth annual. And if it's
Yes.
up to me and several other people, even though we call this the finale, it's gonna be a 10-year anniversary. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We're gonna let you sleep on it, you know.
Thank you.
Cause I know I ain't gonna press you. I ain't gonna put the screws on you. I ain't gonna push you in a corner. But I'm just
Hmm.
saying, and I'm gonna tell you something. In the last 2 days, I've probably gotten 3 or 4 phone calls about next
Hmm.
year. Hold on now. I had to tell them. Well, we don't know yet. But man, I'm telling you, you got, man, after this weekend showing, and then with us putting it out there like that, we had a
Hmm.
lot of people who came on behalf of Inside Stepping. A lot more want to
Yes.
attend. So,
Well, I'll say this, Brian.
yes, ma'am.
Um, one thing I do is I do pray for this event. I have always prayed about my event. Um, it has never been any drama,
Mm,
to the point to where we could say that wasn't good. It's always just been extremely a nice event. The
mm-hmm.
positive vibes, and it's I started thinking, and I truly said I needed some time, because of what I'm going through, the grief and what have you. But with all the confirmations about this being a ministry, bringing people together, and just the love, I'm 98% there. So um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
possibility.
yeah, 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 yeah. I got a whole year to. Hey, look, I got a whole year to sweat you. I got Dennis Howard Hodges. I got Kurt White.
Okay.
I got Shed G. I got a list
Okay.
of men that's got your back. Hey,
Amen.
hey,
Thank you.
Fred was in the building
Yes.
with his crew,
Yes.
and I'm
Yes,
hey,
he
hey.
was.
He let it be known,
Yes.
just like me,
That's
just
right.
like DJ
And
Shorty
Eric
Smooth,
Gordon.
just like
Eric
all the
Gordon was a
men
great support.
that got you
Mm.
on behalf of Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Henry.
Mm-hmm.
When you say go, we coming.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay. All
Ain't nothing
right.
else to
That
talk
helps.
about.
That
We
helps.
got you. You already know we ain't gonna, man. Listen, don't think cause Mr. Henry has taken temporary leave that she
Mm-hmm.
ain't got an army behind her, cause she does. And it's as simple as that.
Thank, thank you.
Simple as that. So,
Thank you.
all right, Miss Valeria, I covered that was
Thank you.
one of the main things I wanted to cover. Of course, you know that,
Uh,
right?
yeah.
Just want to put that out there.
Yes. Yes.
Valerie, I want you to have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night. And I'm going to
Thank you.
grab these other guests right quick and
Okay.
squeeze out
Thank
this
you.
evening. And
Thank
all
you.
I can say is you are in my heart and in my prayers. And
Thank you.
if there's
Thank you.
anything that we can do on this end, you please let us know. And most definitely,
Okay.
if you make a decision, we need to be
Mm-hmm.
my phone need to
You'll
be
know
ringing,
first.
and you need to put
You'll
us
know
on deck.
first.
Uh-oh. Here come the producer lady. Oh, she say hello. She sticking her
Hey.
arm in.
Say hey. Hello
Okay, let
to
me
all the
hold on,
fun
Valeria, before
girls
you
and
go.
everything.
Before you go.
Mm-hmm.
Before you
Okay.
go. Let me read this one comment. Producer lady say I gotta read it. Um
Okay.
Now, Kirk White, before we go, he said, "Good evening. I just got on the show, but I want to give a shout out to Carlos Fortune and Benetta
Yes.
Wright. Corey and the other
Mm.
young lady did a phenomenal step and showcase. Yes, they did. Y'all had to remember I
Yes.
wasn't inside the room, but I did watch it because I was broadcasting. And it is on the show.
Yes.
Yes, they did a phenomenal job. It was like being at a
Yes. Well,
Broadway play or something.
yes, it
They did a
was.
beautiful, beautiful job. Great showcase, great step and showcase. Trey
Mm-hmm.
Young, I see you in the house. Linda Brooks says, "Hi, Brian and Poppy. Checking in from Chi-Town. Tell your guests her event was phenomenal. I wasn't there, but your broadcast made me do some wishful thinking. Great job to the both of you, and don't stop. Thank you very much,
Thank
Linda
you.
Brooks, one of my avid supporters. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Sandra Davis, this queen knows perfection, professional, and she's well gifted. Amen. See, we got you. Hey, Phyllis
Mm.
Harris, we got you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Valerie. Okay, my dear. I want you to have yourself a wonderful, wonderful evening. And
Thank
like I
you.
said, reach out
Thank
anytime
you.
we're here. Inside Stepping
Thank
is
you.
with Denim and Diamonds.
Okay.
You just
Okay.
mark us
Thank
in
you.
there, burn us into the stone, whatever. We there.
Okay.
It's done.
All right.
All right, my dear.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful
Have,
evening. Oh, and
thank
and
you.
and and your
Mhm.
family,
Yes.
big shout out. They got you. They
Yes.
got your back.
Yes.
All right, baby.
Thank you.
Bye bye. We
Hey,
gone.
take care. Bye. Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Valeria Conner. Listen, I'm telling y'all, an event like hers, you just don't get to participate in on a regular basis, and for the cost. I mean, all of this was for $100. This was like the dinner, the mini concert, the showcase, the whole nine. It was phenomenal. Nikee, you hold tight for me, brother. I got one more. I got to bring in Stuart Orlando Morgan, and then you're next, sir. So you hold tight, Mr. Nikee and the Nikee Experience, y'all. We're gonna talk about the upcoming event this weekend, which is Texas Heat, y'all. It's going down. I'm telling y'all, it's going down in Houston. We gonna be in Houston tearing it up. So y'all might as well get ready, cause it's gonna be a barn burner. You heard me. Yes, I did. Uh-oh. We didn't get an answer here. What is my man doing? What is going on? Uh-oh, there he is. He's coming through right now. Right now. Right now. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. You guys.
Hey,
Mr. Stuart Orlando Morgan, you guys. Now, um, how are you this evening, sir?
oh, I'm good, my brother. How you
Oh
feeling?
man, I'm beautiful. Look, check this out. I was sitting here thinking, I gotta introduce this guy. But I really don't think that my introduction is going to be good enough. I think that you need to explain to these people just who you are. You know, I feel like I'm going to miss something if I try to introduce you and tell these people who you are. I want all these steppers, especially my elder steppers and my people that have been around the game a long time who have never had the fortune to experience who you are and what you do, even though they dance to your music and don't even know it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stuart
Oh,
Orlando Morgan, Blue Magic. Tell them who you are, man. You've been around the world 19 times, brother. How many passports you done been through?
um, 97 passports.
97 of them things. I'm still on my
Yeah, I
first one.
remember back in the day, we would stamp out a passport in a month,
Good grief.
man. People was like, "What would I say, man?" It's well, I performed with Blue Magic. I've done a lot of things before them. I was in the doo-wop circuit too. People look at the PBS specials with Jerry Butler, they'll see me up there with that. Uh, I was in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I played a Jem'Hadar
Really?
a few times. I couldn't deal with that though. With that 12 hours of makeup and the rubber suits.
Oh, wow.
it was a good experience, but now, man, and I had to change my voice. Don't tell me that you're not Captain Cisco. I used to have to do things, but yeah, I've written for a lot of people. I've written uh, jingles for TV commercials.
Okay.
Even back in the day with the light bright making things with light.
Oh man, quit
Yeah, I
playing.
wrote.
Quit playing.
Yeah, I wrote, and I sang on that. Me and Jackie Daly, we was on that. We wrote that jingle, and we had submitted it to Hasbro, and we didn't know anything would come out
Man,
of
I
it, but
remember that. I used to play with. I love my light bright. Don't play no games.
yeah, and but walks downstairs alone in the chairs and makes the happiest sound.
The
A
slinky, the
spring, a
slinky.
marvelous spring. Everyone loves a spring.
Oh
All
man,
that, man.
you tripping? Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So man, listen, we had a great time this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you, we're working on, and I was one of your performance, Mr. Morgan. YouTube has blocked, so I'm working on the dispute to get that unblocked, so that the people can really take part in how that dinner went and your serenade of the black tie dinner event, which you did last year, and it was phenomenal, man. And I can't say
Yeah,
enough things.
YouTube is something.
Yeah,
YouTube is something. They blocked me one time. My own. I'm like, what are you talking
blocked
about?
you from your own music.
Yeah, I'm like, and that's fair use.
Right.
You're not selling it or anything. You're putting it out there for the public to see. They're strange. They let all kind of crazy things come on there,
Yeah.
and they want to dispute somebody who's doing
That's my
something right.
dispute. Fair use.
Yeah,
that's. So yeah, absolutely. Do you have any upcoming events? Anything that you'll be doing here in the future?
Well, this weekend I'm heading to Ireland.
Oh wow.
I'm heading to Ireland. Then after that, I'll be back, and I'm doing a show in Hartford, Connecticut. Then I'm doing an anniversary for my boy and his wife up in Jersey.
Okay.
I'm working on coming back to you, ladies and gentlemen. Even with Ira, Ira, he's
Right.
as a matter of fact, that's where I met Mr. Henry and Sister Valeria at Ira Stepaganza.
Right.
I was singing there with my
Okay.
whole band. So I'm new to the game of stepping. I've always did concerts and
Mm-hmm.
did all kind of things overseas, but I had no idea people was liking mine, oh mine, oh mine.
Yes,
I didn't
sir.
know that
Yes,
was no
sir.
stepper song. I thought that this was a love song. So
Man,
I'm like,
steppers, Blue Magic is like a major, major part of the stepping game. It has been for a long time. And the sad part is we have so many people that have come into this culture that are doing everything in their power to try and erase some of that, the nostalgic staple,
yeah,
10 toes down music that we dance to, that we still,
Yes.
that are still hits in our book. And a lot of what Blue Magic did, and a lot of those songs are very much a part of that.
oh yeah, summer snow, summer snow.
Yes,
I didn't
sir.
know that was. I was like, wait a minute. When they was telling me these things, I'm like, what? So it's an honor to been a part of all these things, and to know and meet brothers as yourself and sisters as Sister Valerie and Mr. Henry. It's it opened up more horizons for me also.
Mhm.
And I really appreciate all of you. I want to thank all of you for finding me qualified to even be part of any steppers events. I was like, this is amazing. I love it.
Well, we love having you. I like the fact that, you're literally in the room, you're in the building, you're there, and, participating in all this. But you know what? It just occurred to me. I got an idea. Why don't you make a new stepper song, man? I think that would be hot, bro.
Well, that's what I'm working on now. Me and a brother named Bert Price.
Okay.
We're sitting down and well, there was one Jock Sanders. He just lost his wife and his
Jock, I know Jock.
Yeah,
Good guy.
he called me and he said, Stu, He said, please do something for me. I said, what are you talking about, man? What do you want, baby? He said, do that. What can a miracle do? But bring you back to me. He said, man, you will destroy that. I was like,
Uh-oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm working on that for him now. I'm talking. See, I need the ideas from you, brothers and sisters.
Well, I got
What you
some ideas,
feel.
and I'm gonna put them on your desk, and I'm gonna let you do what you do.
Hey man, listen, let me know. And if you feel I can do it, then I'll do it. I'll be glad to do it. I'm excited about this. It's a new horizon for me. Like I said, there's nothing unattainable out here. You're always learning something every day.
Man, preach, preach, preach. That's me.
And that's what it is. I don't understand how a person can feel that they know everything. No one knows everything.
That part right there. Ooh-wee.
But what you are obligated to share with others. It is your obligation. You are here for a reason. You should not grow old and die and never have left anything for anyone.
You're absolutely right. Something needs to still be, we put here for a
Yes.
reason, bro. And it's something we're supposed to be doing, whatever that is. And I'm a firm believer in that.
I appreciate it. And I, like I said, I appreciate you and what you're doing. This thing is phenomenal. I'm just, like I said, I'm not a good speaker. I sort of the list and stuff.
Hey, your speaking comes through your voice, brother, and through your singing. That's you say everything need to be said when you belt out them songs, Jack. Believe that.
Oh man, I'm like, I'm just really enjoying it, and I was going to do something in the ballroom, but the schedules was too tight to put me in. So the next time if Val have that, I'm gonna bring the stepper stuff right to the dinner part too.
Now I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said
get you warmed up. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You hear that, Val? If you do it again.
No. Hold on. You back up. You said next time she does it. You didn't say if. You said next time. That's the
right.
energy we gotta push out there on Miss Conner. You dig?
Yes. I mean, the sister and her husband, man, they're phenomenal. As yourself and Pop.
Thank you,
man.
brother. Thank
you. Y'all are great people, man, and it's a pleasure meeting y'all. It's like some people think, man, Stu, you travel all over the world and stuff like. But I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. 95% of my work is with people who are not black, and that's not right, man.
Well,
that made me feel a little something sometimes.
Well,
like, hey, man, I'm getting high, but everybody else is my people.
Here's the thing, though. Like every other music genre that has come to pass in the last 100 years, they have all, in some form or fashion, been co-opted. We know that money is the driver behind the majority of it. And if an opportunity presents itself for people to capitalize off of our talents, our knowledge, and our skills, they're going to do that. Unfortunately, we do not often take advantage of our own knowledge, talents, and skills.
That's a sad thing.
And but see, while I don't blame us, because when you know better, you do better. But unfortunately, a lot of times we genuinely don't know better. Only, how they say, we perish for lack of knowledge. And it has more to do with our condition and conditioning, exposures and experiences that keep us in a particular mindset that removes us from the opportunities that would benefit us in that way. And then, of course, we have other things that keep us from prospering as a collective. And so we have to, at some point, make a decision as to whether or not we're willing to allow others to draw us down while we rise, or, sometimes you just got to shake them off, man, and keep it moving. How they say, go on, brush your shoulders off, and go on, do what you got to do, bro.
Hey, listen,
take those who are willing to go.
I just want to give you something, man. And this is, I'm not getting too deep with you, brothers and sisters, but I'm just going to give you something. I had a little white kid, 9 years old, come with an album
Mm-hmm.
from his grandparents. Could you sign this album?
Wow.
And my young brothers and sisters don't know their own music.
People right here in this community trying to get rid of the music. They want to hear you.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Look, they,
and see, my thing is when I'm singing for you brothers and sisters, I feel good. It's like, I'm like, wow, man, this is where I want to be.
Hey,
I'm not a racist brother, man, but I'm like, I'm a black man, and I want to sing for my people too.
That's right.
I'm going to Ireland. I'm going to Europe. I'm going to Atlant, Greece. But I'm not coming to my people, man. And that's why.
Man, listen, we got a group of folks right here in the Steppers community running around here talking about no old ass Dusties will be played. Man, look at here.
Yeah, man, I know, man.
It's unacceptable to me. You understand?
I know, man.
They think and I'm glad you brought this up because now I'm gonna ride this right quick. I'm gonna segue into this because I'm gonna tell you something. If I hear one more person talk to me about evolution and stepping, let me give you all a quick education about evolution. Evolution is when something changes, when something switches over from one thing to something else. I need y'all to understand something. The only people who think that this dance needs to evolve are people who do not understand this culture and don't care about it. The basic foundation of this dance is the same as it always was. Daryl Davis has made it clear on multiple occasions. Same dance with many variations. It has not changed. It has not evolved.
It's the same
basic foundational dance. And until you learn that, you're going to keep saying stupid things like it needs to evolve. No, what you need to do is evolve up out of here and go do whatever it is you want to do.
Yes.
We're not going to stop you. We don't mind, but don't call it stepping. Have a nice day.
Hey, brother. It's just like I tell a young artist, man, we don't use auto-tunes. And I say, I never heard of auto-tunes.
Right.
I sang in basements and stuff, man, and in my old apartments in Harlem and stuff. We didn't have auto-tunes, man. Back then you had one mic for the lead and you had one mic for the background.
That's right.
And that was it. There was no cutting and everything. You had to do it right or everybody had to do it all over.
That's right.
So therefore, you did an album in 3-4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't want to sit there all night. Who want to sit there all night with this, man? Let's get this thing and get out of here.
And guess what? When you do it that way, when you go on stage, it's done.
Yes.
Because you already did it in the studio.
Yeah, my daughter went to see Babyface and a few other artists last month. She said the only one who wasn't lip syncing was Babyface.
Ain't that
she
something?
Said everybody on the whole show was lip syncing.
Yeah, that's
ain't
crazy.
Nobody, and their tickets is $300. Ain't nobody paying $300 to see you lip sync. You know why? Because each word the engineer in the studio is putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
They can't even sing a whole phrase. It's it, that, you, me, and they put it all together.
Wow. Yeah, that's
what kind
crazy.
Of craziness is that? That's why it take a year to make an album. Why did it take a year to do 8 songs?
Yeah, that's crazy. But
there's something wrong with that.
Yeah, I definitely understand. Stuart, is there anything you want to leave with the people, man? Look, because I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm looking forward to whatever projects you got coming up. But is there anything you want to leave with the people before we get out of here?
Yes, I want everyone to, and I'm not fathering anybody and I'm not babying anyone, but I want everyone to stop placing people in an iconic stature. There are no icons. There's just people with skills. And stop talking about people who have done things wrong. Let it ride the way it's going to ride, because you can't help these people. Absolute power is absolute corruption.
Yes, sir.
And as I told you, my brother, you have no idea what I've turned down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would not compromise my morals or my sexuality. You have no idea. I would have to sit and talk to you for years, brother.
Hey, with all the stuff going on right now in the news, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, unfortunately, I happen to have been at one of those parties.
Oh, wow.
Some years ago, with my nephew, because my nephew is Busy Bones. He sings with the group Bones Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
And, I went there and I was like, there for an hour. I didn't see anything because you know they have those big side rooms, but I was going there and I said, man, this is not me, man. All this here raunchiness like
Too
this. So
much.
I slowed down, you know. So I just want everyone to know to understand we are all equal here. You know, there's no one superior. The graveyard is full of those who felt they were, you know, superior to everybody.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
we just here, you know, and I appreciate you giving me the time to be on here, sir.
Man, I
really
appreciate you
appreciate
coming through, bro. Real talk.
it. You know, I'm still back here trying to build this recording studio, and I'm like, oh man, sometimes I just still whatever. You know?
Hey, man, you get it done. Sometimes it take a little longer than others, but that's all right.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes, yes. But I appreciate it, and you know, and Valeria, I love you very much, and you know, I thank you for finding me qualified, and I thank you for introducing me to a whole lot of new brothers and sisters. And thanks to Ira, this whole thing has opened up, you know, a new can of worms is open. So I'm down.
That's what's
If
up.
you'll need me for anything and you feel I'm qualified for it, by all means, I'll be there.
My man. That's what's happening. Well, listen,
Yes,
Stuart
sir.
Orlando Morgan, man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And thank you for the
Hey,
love.
thank
Thank
you,
you for
brother.
the encouragement. And most of all, you know, thank you for being who you are and gracing us with your voice, man, and making us all feel real good while we enjoyed our meal the other night, as you always do.
Hey.
And as you do when we on the dance floor. That's what's happening.
I love y'all, man, and I thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
My man. Have a good night, brother. We're
Yes,
going to
sir.
talk real
You
soon.
too, beloved.
Because I'm going to be on you about
Later,
these
man.
songs, man. Real talk.
Oh man, hey man, B, that's what I need. I need a little more pick me up.
Hey, look, we're gonna put some wind beneath your wings, brother, in the Steppers community. How about that?
Hey, come on with
My
it,
man.
please.
All right, brother. You take it easy.
Yes, sir,
Peace.
brother. Later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude the part about the where we talk about this. Man, listen, I cannot say enough about that event. If big old if Miss Valeria Conner decides to do this event for her 10-year anniversary, just know that I am going to be promoting, pushing, and selling this event until she say we can't push, promote, and sell no more. Cause I had the fun girls with me. We have Hey Fred in the building. We had DJ Shorty Smooth, DJ Smooth, Grown and Sexy, DJ Vale, and myself as musical engineers. We had a great dinner. The comedian Shed G did his thing, man, had us laughing and kicking it. Man, look, I Miss Maddie B with the line dance crew. When I tell y'all we had a good time, and I know I'm probably forgetting somebody. I'll be saying I'm not going to mention everybody. Look, the photo man was even live. When I tell y'all this was nothing but pure, man, energy, the good kind, I can't stress that enough. I don't even know what else to say. Let me just put it like that. It's so much good stuff. I can't say enough about it. So if Miss Valerie, no, I'm sorry. Let me back up. When Miss Valeria decides she gonna do this thing, I'm letting y'all know, and I'm telling you, you better get your tickets as soon as I say it, because I'm telling you now, it's gonna sell out again. Trust me on that. The value is off the chain. You cannot beat it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to bring on my next guest. This gentleman has an upcoming event this weekend where Inside Stepping will be in the building. Let me introduce to you, if you didn't already know, the man, the myth, the legendary Nikee. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Are you gearing up, bro? You ready? You ready to get it in this weekend?
Oh yeah,
Texas
I'm ready.
Heat, baby.
I'm ready. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I can't see you. I know I can see me. I can't see you.
Yeah,
you can
don't
see
need
me.
to see me. You don't need to see me. You
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
I ain't that cute anyway. What's
Oh, it's
happening,
cool.
man? By the way, congratulations on your participation last week on the at the world's largest steppers contest.
Thank you.
You put on a fantastic show, sir.
Yes.
And now it's your turn to host another fantastic show with Texas Heat.
Yes.
Tell us about it, man. Let us know what we need to expect. And also,
Um,
for those of you out there, if you're in this area or you want to catch that last minute flight and you want to run down and come on through, we will be in Houston this weekend getting it in, y'all. It is another live Steppers competition. Go ahead, Nikee. I'm sorry. I'll be talking too much, man. Go ahead.
That's fine. This be my 4th annual. The 5th will be next year. We already got the dates ready for the 5th. It consists of the preheat, and then we're gonna start.
Now the preheat. That's Thursday, right?
Yes,
okay.
At the Legacy Ballroom, better known as Bar 8. Nice ballroom, like a nice club, actually.
Okay.
And then the next morning we're gonna start out with our workshops and everything. With we have LC and the different workshops I have posted.
LC Henderson.
And then we're gonna.
You got LC Henderson.
Yes, sir.
Who else?
I ain't gonna run them down because there's so many. I got like 10 workshops.
Okay.
And that's for the 150. It's just kind of, I'm really excited. And then, we're going to have the Nike Day party where, it's Nike gear only and everything.
Nike
or whatever
gear,
gear you want to wear. Yeah, Nike gear. And then that night will be the 70s party. You know what I'm saying? The annual 70s party.
Now,
we're gonna
let me
switch
tell
up
y'all right now. Let me tell my audience. That 70s party be off the hinges. Look here. I actually think that the 70s party is one of the highlights of the event for me. I have always enjoyed it. I've been with you since the beginning, man. I'm going to ride with you till the wheels fall off. Look here, that 70s party be bananas. We have such a good time, and everybody's dressed. Everybody understood the assignment. Last year, we had literally the Black Panther party came through. Them sisters was dressed.
So did. Yes, they did.
They came through there sharp with the afros and the tams and everything. They was in there.
And the guns, too. They had the guns. Yes, they had the little mannequins.
I wasn't going to bring that part up, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, but as everything changes, like the thing is that we're going to kind of kneel down on the DJs. We're going to do a lot of 70s music. We're going to dance a little bit more. We're going to break it like we used to do at the Manhattan, the Copper Box, whatever. We used to get it in,
just
do our little thing before we go back to, we're going to party before we go back to into stepping or whatever. I'm going to make sure of that.
Nice.
And then I'm going to also make sure we get a different array of music, like a real wide range of music. Not just because I go to different sets and I hear the same artist but played at different times. Right. I'm not allowing that. I mean, if anybody got a problem with it, then I could send them back home. My money's strong. I can send you back home. If you don't want to concur with the
Don't be
the
threatening
king
to kick nobody out the party, Nikee.
Oh, no, you will go home.
You
can go home. So, because I want everybody to have a good time. I want them to see it in its natural form. We're not going to play a lot of remixes and all that. We're not doing remixes. We're going to play song. You're going to do your DJ skills, and then you're going to play another song to allow people breaks. That part. You're not going to play no 3-minute or 4-minute, because most of us is in Social Security age. So we're not going to be doing all that. We're not going to be doing the most. Yep. You're not going to hear any Glorilla and none of that. You're not going to hear none of that at this event. And I'm grateful for everybody that participated in the deadline to the contest was this Saturday. And we got our contestants in order. Okay. We have our musical host, it's J Mose. We have our MCP, Frazier and C, and Mr. Nikee himself. You know what I'm saying? So we got everything together. We got the brunch for Sunday and everything. Mm-hmm. We're going to do it Southern style, shrimp grits, and all of that type of amenity. Mm-hmm. And we have a different array of DJs. So I got a team of 15 people, so I have a really large team. Mm-hmm. So I always encourage people to get the fire sale early so they can accommodate everything, you know what I'm saying? But they don't. So then they kind of miss out on the deal.
Yeah, the opportunities to be a part of all of everything for the lesser number. Yeah. Well, I mean, that happens. Sometimes people, their economics don't be in order. They have to wait till the last minute.
Let me explain something about that. You could buy anything else, but you don't go to the Astro game or the Chicago Bulls or Philadelphia Eagles or none of them games and try to negotiate with them. The price is the price. So let's keep it business. I'm standing on business. Yeah. The price is the price. Nobody in the steppers community.
What I meant, Nikee, was sometimes people's finances don't necessarily be in order.
Brian,
at the
I'm gonna tell you again. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I mean, that is what it is. I'm a Virgo. Happy birthday to myself. All that what you be trying to do, I get it, but I'm not trying to do all that. Yeah. You can buy what you want to buy when you want to buy. You can buy Jordan gym shoes and roll around in Lexus and everything if that's what you want to do. So I'm not going to try to pocket watch another man and a woman.
That's right. That's right. We can't do that.
So
can't do that.
my whole thing is, if you don't see an event top heavy as mine at all, and a contest at the same time, and I've been doing it for 4 years, nobody's been track record is stronger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I said a shout out to my wife too, my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have happened without her. So we still cool. So it's like, I want everybody to understand that I'm a man of integrity, morals, and ethics.
Yep.
Yes.
And them beautiful babies,
you know what I'm saying?
babies, man. We can't forget the babies, man.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah. Oh yeah, they getting it in. So, but now we standing on business. So, but what I really don't care about this, but what I don't appreciate is if you have a problem with my event, I've told you to talk to me one-on-one.
Yeah.
But if you choose to want to go to social media, that is not a good platform to use to try to civilize
Have you
me.
had that happen? I mean, somebody has gone on social media and said something about the event?
Well, it wasn't so much of that. They were just saying, they was inquiring that I made a price adjustment because what happened was before I used to, at the time, me and Chris used to include everything $100,
right.
And like that was it for 3 or 4 years. But those times have changed.
Right.
Those times have changed because people didn't appreciate that. Like the young man was just saying that.
Well, you can't say
better.
people didn't. Some people appreciated it because they took advantage of it and they came through. It's just the other
No,
people
they
have their, they
No,
struggle
they
a little bit sometimes. So we gotta let them. You gotta love them where they at. Let them do their thing.
First of all, you know what's sad is that we won't accept that other people treat our genre way better than we do, and we the originators of everything.
Yeah,
that's
facts.
what I don't understand.
That's facts.
If I'm the originator,
we were just
I
talking
can
about that with
kill.
Stuart Orlando Morgan. Absolutely, go ahead.
Right. So if I'm the original man, right, and that's been, it can't be disputed. Then anything I wear, anything I do, I originated. So I can wear kilt, whatever, because I'm the original man. So it's not nothing that's out of my jurisdiction. It is because I'm that guy.
Right.
And everybody can't pull out what I pull out because
that's a fact.
Most guys are not leaders.
That's a fact. You definitely get away with a lot more than most could. That's for sure. That's
because
you
they
can
care
do
what
that.
people think.
You know.
I don't care.
Everybody can't do it.
I don't care what people think. It's entertainment. It's entertainment, but people entertain, but at the same time, you don't understand the business aspect of it from the promoter side. So I'll be on both as the artist and the promoter.
That's
so
facts.
if I say, if this is the price in the beginning and I switch it, I didn't switch it. I said after this particular date, the prices will be increased.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if you want special seating arrangements and things like that, then you need to make a request for that. I don't think it's like a good strategy to go to social media. Because, see, I remember I grew up in a time where it was frowned upon men to argue with other men or argue with ladies. That was frowned upon.
Mm-hmm.
Without this social media, we wouldn't even be connecting like this. You see what I'm saying? Right. So don't let a device or some form of a telephone get everybody discombobulated.
Well,
you see what I'm saying? Instead of having a conversation.
None of that matters, because guess what? The people who are intended to be there will be, and those who aren't, let them be where they are. It's not, we gonna have a good time regardless. So,
oh no, definitely that. But we at the same time we got to be educated. So we just got to get the information and see if transformation comes, because it's always a better way to handle situations.
Yeah,
I do ignoring.
You know what I find on Nikee?
Like,
there's a lot of people out here, man, who in fact, in as much as we would love for them to think the way that we do, they just don't. And because they don't, we can't be mad at them. They just don't know any better. When we know better, we do better. Some folks just don't know better yet. So you got to leave them where they are.
I tell you this, though.
You got to let them.
If a person talks to you about me, I question why they talking to you about me.
Well, that's anybody, and vice versa. Though. That's anybody and anything.
No, it's not.
People,
that's not the same thing.
Well,
you missed what I said. If somebody come talk to me about you, they ain't gonna talk to me about you because they know me and you cool. It got to be something clever when somebody come talk to you about me. That means something a part of you or some part of that person entertain that type of foolishness.
Well,
because I don't get nobody to come talk to me about nobody because I don't entertain that.
Right.
I was just giving us some FYI information. But back to the business, if the weather permits it, we will have our pool party, which is annually. And that's going to be off the chain again.
As always. Because yours truly is the host and the musical engineer for the pool party. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
Correct. So we're going to walk a lot at this event because, the annual black party. This will be, we'll with the contest, and we have J-Mos is going to do a couple of selections, and then we're going to keep the party continuing. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to run it. We're going to run it like a smooth oil machine. So everything is in place. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, you know, sending out a lot of, you know, love and peace and power. And, you know, I want to send peace and power out to Miss Coleman and her. Her husband went back to the ancestors, and it's a good thing. He's with the ancestors. He just transitioned to another plane, but he's still with us.
That's right. Facts.
He's still
Facts.
with us. So he's still with her, period.
That's right.
Because the body and the soul is trying to release itself. So he released back into the spiritual realm with our fathers. Those are our forefathers. So he ended up with our foreparents. So that's a joyous occasion.
We
just
definitely
not gonna get
celebrated
that with
this
him
weekend.
yet.
You know what I forgot to mention
Yeah.
when I was talking to her? Something that stood out to me this weekend. She had the many of these cardboard cutouts of him all over the place. And I literally, like, I turned around and looked at one. I was like, ooh, that caught me, because I'm like thinking I'm looking right at dude.
Yeah.
It was wild. But shout out to you,
celebrate life.
Valeria,
Yes,
for
sir.
having those out
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I just want to give a word to Kurt. Don't be sad, you know, be joyous that he had his space and time and y'all shared this special moment, but it's continuing to grow.
Yep.
So it's never, no one never breaks up with nobody. Nobody never divorces nobody. We just don't hang out as much anymore. That's how I look at it. We don't hang out as much.
You're stuck with me one way or the other.
Yeah, we stuck with. We just don't hang out as much. You know, we don't go to the park like we used to. You know, we want to go here and there.
That's right. That's right. Those are
swing.
good words, Nikee. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Right there, for sure. Well, listen, man. Give us some closing words, because it's time to cut it loose. We got to move.
Everybody get y'all 70s gear ready, because I got my bell bottoms on deck or whatever I'm wearing. You know, I'm gonna pull something out the hat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking forward to the assignment, and I can't wait to see everybody.
That's
and peace and power for everybody traveling grace.
All right, Nikee, I appreciate you, baby. Always, like
Yeah,
always,
peace and
man.
love.
I'm gonna see you in a day or two, and we're gonna do what we
Yes,
always
sir.
do. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna collaborate, combinate, make it do what it do.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, sir.
Peace and love.
Holla
Yep.
at you.
Peace and love.
Peace out.
Yep. Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nikee and the Texas Heat will be going down in Houston, Texas this weekend, starting on Thursday. Inside Steppin' will be in the building. So y'all get ready for that. If you're not able to make it, you will be able to watch it live. But we would prefer if you showed up, because that way, the more the merrier, and we would all have a great, great time. So with all of that said, y'all, I'm not going to get into no long, drawn-out monologue, soliloquy, or whatever you want to call those long-winded rants that I have at the end of the show, because I'm going to watch the debate. And I think that, not that it's going to matter, because I think everybody is kind of dug in to wherever they're going to be at this stage of the game. We're only 4 weeks out from the election. And I will never tell people who to vote for, although I will encourage you in one direction or the other, given the opportunity. But let me just say, at least exercise your constitutional right and do so. Go in there and place your vote, no matter what your ideology is, no matter what your philosophy is. Find a way to make your presence felt, because it does count. And if it didn't, people wouldn't be trying to stop you on one side or the other. It doesn't matter. So it does count. Make your vote count, and just actually do it. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you. Before I go, let me give a shout out to the people who have taken the time out to contribute to Inside Steppin'. For the people who have bought, I had people buy shirts this weekend I know they can't even wear. They probably gonna give them away, because you know we ran out of the big sizes early. We will have some of this at Texas Heat, but thank you for the t-shirt purchases. Especially thank my donors, those people who care enough about this venue, this vehicle, this entity that allows us to reach the Steppin' public. Listen, these last 2 weeks, I'm not going to lie to y'all, my heart has been full because of all of the information that people have come forward to me with about their journey in Steppin', and that this show has been instrumental in that journey. That has been my goal from day one. My goal has always been to help other people navigate these sometimes shark-infested waters of this environment. And when I know that that's working, in as much as there are times when I want to walk away and put this microphone down, I cannot do it. There are too many of you who depend upon, rely upon, trust, and respect what we do and why we do it. And for that reason alone, I must also respect you all and this culture by doing my part. Like Stuart Orlando Morgan said, you know, we're all here for a reason, and there's some sort of a legacy that we're all supposed to leave. And I don't know if this is mine. I've got a few things that I've done that will be here when I'm gone. But, you know, if it's intended for people to get something else from this that I do, then so be it. As long as I know I did what I was supposed to do, then I can sleep at night. So with that said, I want everybody to have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm going to watch this clown show. And we're going to see y'all in a couple of days live from Houston, Texas with Texas Heat. Thank you. I love you. Have a great, great night. Peace, y'all. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.